Yeah, so around 3:36. Pretty crazy time, I think, like all considering. If I had like really good preface and suffixes on this bow, or if you got a bow like this that had legendary potential, you could like this would go pretty crazy, especially with dexterity boots giving us flat gold, and then this also giving 40, 40 fizz if you have flat fizz. This is probably not even like that great of a bow for this build to be honest, but you can wear it at level 23, so it's kind of insane. And then like crit strike helm, just any chest piece with a lot of dexterity would work in this slot. And I don't know what else you can get on chest piece, but you could probably get something related to damage. Quiver, bow damage, physical, dexterity. There's a lot of options here. Is it just what I had? This one's like it's kind of alright. I didn't even use Hall of Arrows, Hail of Arrows. Just some simple dexterity crafted rings, fizz on my belt, and then I got physical resistance since the last boss does a ton of physical damage. I wanted to cap that real quick, which was just with idols. And these boots, the more I'm like learning about these boots, I could, once I get to the cold area, just like swap to the full cold resist. But there's also axe throwers that do physical damage, so. But I didn't really have a problem with this build. Because of how tanky it is with cover and fire. And the silver shroud stack that you get basically gives me 1,000 ward and a guaranteed dodge. Like every 10 seconds, I get 1,000 ward, guaranteed dodge, which is absolutely insane. And then I'm probably gonna proc into this, stuck into this soon. A sharpshooter is like a 250% damage boost, and it stacks super easily, especially with multi-shot. Being able to pierce, it's multiple hits on multiple guys, so this stacks quickly. Then just elemental arrow. It's like uh freaking 24 flat. Dexterity stacks with our boots, and the dodge rating is pretty good. And also the haste is really good because haste goes with speed from here. And then attack speed is like really needed since we went this, which is a decent chunk of damage, and 30% attack speed seems like it's pretty easy to just get in different places, especially with this storm giving us, I could get it to 60%, and then this seems like kind of nothing, but you get 60% damage boost, really good for early game, especially if you're speeding through story. Uh, yeah, and then this node lets us basically just solo skill multi-shot and not worry about mana ever. And we got heavy arrows because we can't even go over 3 anyways with when we're out of mana. And if you don't have this, you'll probably have to like do lightning arrow or some setup that will require another skill. So I just wanted full multi-shot You get this is really good for base crit, and then you also get 100 like 300% crit chance if you go 2 more into here, which is insane. Our crit chance, this is just like an overall crit chance, so it's not counted into multi-shots. And then attack speed, Pierce. Pierce is just so like 1 felt fine up until the last place. I felt like I was getting crowded, so before maps or in maps, I definitely go Pierce more to get past being overwhelmed. This is an insane 75%, super easy. I think enemies are in your face more than like off screen, so especially bosses. This wiped bosses in the endgame or not endgame campaign. And then the fewer shots basically doubling this stat in a way. And then basic shift stuff. I've done this on like every rogue build. Is cooldown, mana efficiency. You get mana efficiency. Your basic. This is generating free mana with this node. And then momentum is always like I would always suggest going momentum. I think it's the best, one of the best rogue like nodes. Just because when you add it with this and you shift, I'm at 85% move speed. If you cap this out, that is 85% damage boost. So it's crazy. Just with this. This is a 50% damage boost if you look at it like that. For 1.5 seconds, which is enough time to dash, shoot an arrow, and then move on to the next pack. And then every time I do a rogue, I do smoke bomb. And I just cut down here right away. Grab smoke blades. It's 20 flat damage. Good for throwing builds. Oh, this actually didn't even work on bow build. I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, never mind. Don't grab this. Grab this though. It's 10% base crit chance, which is like the bet basically what everything else scales off of. So this is crazy, like actually crazy. Considering base crit chance is 5% on everything. So adding 10% while you're in smoke. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, but it isn't calculated correctly. But if I smoke, yeah, with just the crit chance alone, it's bringing it's adding 5k damage to my multi-shot. Yeah, because that's all that's spec'd in here. So just this base crit chance is giving me 5,000 damage, which is crazy. So yeah, that's the power of base crit chance right there. There's not much else really, just dexterity, attack speed. Yeah, so this node is really good too because I get 2% crit chance, which if 10% is giving me 5,000 damage, then 2% would give me like what 1%, or it'd give me 1,000 damage just with that node. So, and that will just keep scaling more and more the more damage you have on your character. So yeah, this is leveling gear, but the physical is really good since we want physical for scaling and then dexterity, bow damage, just anything like that. If you can get these boots, I think they're super worth it because the minus res doesn't matter too much with the ward that we're getting from here. I think it's like pretty runnable crit chance helmet. This is can go up to 290%, and with all the base crit, we're like gonna be critting a ton. And then like early leveling, I like to pair these two together. Whenever I'm using, oh, this didn't even work on me either. Jeez, okay, I could have had a way better run. Yeah, never mind. Don't use this. It doesn't work on bow attacks. Jeez. Yeah, so use any relic with like I think you can get dexterity. Let me see quick. I think you can get dexterity on a relic. Of course, it's not my class, but
Take care.
yeah, pretty sure you can get dexterity. That would help a ton. Yeah, you can get dexterity because there's intelligence on this one. And you can also get physical damage. So it's like, since there's poison. So yeah, dexterity, physical damage. That'd be stellar on Relic. So yeah, that's about it for this character. Completed campaign 336. My Crusader was 335, and my um, Shuriken Shuriken Rogue was 333, I think. But Shuriken Rogue ended up using Umbral Blade, which is a pretty busted ability because of Shadow Dagger. But yeah, so that's the build. Sort of ended up being. It definitely changed my minds about this the Archer or Marksman, I guess. Yeah, I think Marksman's like crazy good. Like actually, probably one of my more favorite classes right now. Like pretty hard to beat. I think I'll try Umbra Blade like I've been talking about from start to finish and see how that compares. But yeah, so alright guys, it's late. I need some sleep. So good night. Hope you guys enjoyed.